The Congress on Monday launched a scathing attack on Prime Minister Modi and External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj for overturning the UPA's order against Lalit Modi. The opposition hit out at the NDA government, accusing it of going soft on the multi-crore rupee scam accused cricket administrator. The Congress also asked the government to clarify whether it considers Lalit Modi a fugitive or not.
In March 2015, the former IPL czar Lalit Modi posted a picture of himself with glitzy socialites Paris Hilton and Naomi Campbell. 5 weeks later, former IPL Commissioner Lalit Modi was strolling alongside a sun-kissed beach in Thailand. And here he is in the Four Seasons Hotel in Seychelles. Almost half a year back, the scam-tainted Lalit Modi was vacationing in the forests of Tanzania. These were some of the snapshots from the life of the globe-trotting fugitive Lalit Modi, 5 years after the Enforcement Directorate issued a notice for him. While the bad boy of Indian cricketing administration was living at large, his alleged links to the Swaraj clan have put a union minister in the dock.
The Congress party has increased the ambit of the attack on the government. They are not just targeting Sushma Swaraj now, but also questioning the deafening silence of the Prime Minister. They are also questioning as to whether Lalit Modi, a man who is alleged to have bungled 700 crores and refused to appear to the show cause notices by the government, is even considered a fugitive by the NDA government.
And armed with Lalit Modi's Instagram feed, the Congress has dragged in the Prime Minister.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, माननीय भाजपा अध्यक्ष श्री अमित शाह जी और कानून के भगोड़े ललित मोदी का क्या रिश्ता है?
The relentless attack fronted by Sushma Swaraj's predecessor.
Why don't they just stand up and be counted for what they have done? And if it's wrong, they should take responsibility for it.
Congress is saying that he's fugitive. Who was ruling when he became fugitive?
With the Congress escalating the fight to the level of Prime Minister, the year-old NDA is accused of shielding a man on the run with the law. Will the government address the concerns of the PMO's involvement in helping Lalit Modi? With Mahasiddiqui in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And this was a topic of discussion on our daily evening programming show, The Newsroom, with the TV Today Network's managing editor, Rahul Kamal.
Now, Rajdeep, we saw those tweets, and I'll just play those out for our viewers, where Lalit Modi puts out a whole bunch of emoticons and says, this will be the biggest press conference, this is my opportunity to hit back. And then we heard the press conference, his lawyer said nothing, it was a damn squib.
It was a damn squib in the context of what Lalit Modi had promised, saying, I'm going to expose the system, this is going to be a blowout. I think, though, it was important for, from Sushma Swaraj's point of view, that Mahmood Abdi comes and defends Lalit Modi, because he was not just defending Lalit Modi, he was also in a way defending Sushma Swaraj.
But in the midst of all of this, Vinay, the enforcement director is going to slap 1700 crore rupee penalty on Lalit Modi in 16 cases. Is this in response to what we've seen over the past 48 hours?
I think it's important for us to explain to the viewers, all these cases of FEMA violations started after the Indian edition of IPL went to South Africa in 2009 because of general elections. And subsequently, on awarding of television rights and then the issue of 2 new franchises that came to the IPL, a series of cases were registered by the ED.
ED penalty, also an attempt by the government to ensure that the BJP doesn't come across as being seen as being too close to Lalit Modi.
Lalit Modi is persona non grata. He is not a proclaimed offender. His lawyer today was at pains in saying he's not Dawood Ibrahim. He's right. Lalit Modi is not Dawood Ibrahim. There's no charge sheet against Lalit Modi even to this day.
Current blue corner notice only means this, that this individual is wanted for an investigation. If you upgrade this notice to a red corner notice, then you are liable to be actually brought back physically.
What happens to Lalit Modi from here on? He is a cat possibly with 900 lives, not just with 9 lives. He's gotten away. Can he get away this time too?
I think the important thing is, Lalit Modi is going to Dubai and he's going to Montenegro and wherever else. Is he going to come to India or not? Is this government now, which has given him freedom to roam, going to come under pressure to bring him back to India? Till now, Lalit Modi had become somebody else's problem. Now, will Lalit Modi become a problem because of what has happened in the manner in which it happened.
That's a brilliant point, because what happens now is between 2010 and 2014, the Congress also should be answering. But now, because of the pressure, suddenly this government will have to be seen to be doing something in the context of Lalit Modi.
The one question that no one's asking is, how did these emails become public? Who was tapping into these emails? How is it that someone had access to all these emails? Is this, Kunal, part of an internecine war which goes back to a Srini camp versus a Modi camp, both being suspicious of each other, both keeping an eye on each other, both possibly even hiring private investigators to see what the other was up to?
I mean, Rahul, there was a lot of talk about this whole private investigator business a couple of weeks back, you know, when the whole Srini thing came out. I mean, it is not established that that was the reason, or that is why it came out. It could be, it could not be. But, you know, in terms of larger BCCI politics, you know, the fact of the matter is that Lalit Modi is pretty much irrelevant.
You know, Rahul, there is a very important point. Keith Vaz has actually said so publicly that because he's a sitting member of the parliament there, he does want an inquiry into finding out how his emails had got leaked. So in the UK, perhaps this will get investigated and how his emails
and it'll have to be probed seriously, unlike a sham that
and
we
they
often
do their investigations very well.